This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, the coach of the Dolphins. His guy's looking good early off to the 2-0 start. Across from him, Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Southern California. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll lead to a second down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This is the best starting field position you could ever have. First and goal from the 1. H.A. will score. Touchdown. as they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. Now an opening past the 30. Into space. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, L.A. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says no.
Broadcast some Madden NFL 26.
Wow. The fuck?
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, the coach of the Dolphins. His guys looking good early off to the 2-0 start. Across from him, Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go here in Inglewood. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
They got 6 on that first down run, so it is 2nd and 4. Another run here with Hampton. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go again with Hampton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game. But when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. If they generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's caught at Samuel Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Another Chargers 1st down.
Williams in motion. Herbert now on 1st down. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Samuel Williams. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Devon Achane to return it. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the quarterback who was the number 2 overall pick back in 2021 coming out of BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job of staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive. And that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week. So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
He's going to have enough there for the 1st down. Taken up to the 43-yard line.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there. Nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
Once again, it's Achane. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Wilson lines up in the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. Dolphins. It's his second touchdown of the year.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return is Hubbard. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end, Orlando Gadsden, the second. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jordan Brooks getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Set.
To throw, it's Herbert. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack instead of just rushing him as a unit.
Here's H.M. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Let's go now.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Zach Wilson. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. On play action now, Herbert. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but
tough.
a good example of picking up.
Now Mike McDaniel unhappy with the last call, and out comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing now is Herbert. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Wilson. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. On the ground, here is Achane. He gets free. And he will score. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return is Hubbard. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 27.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Pistol here for Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And the Dolphins will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to tuck it and go. As they've got it with 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the way. First down, Miami.
Here we go, Shaq.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. They'll run with Achane. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Miami. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return is Hubbard. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 6. Now Herbert again. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Miami. They'll toss it here to Achane. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That's hard. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. That gains an even 60 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Go.
Here's a run. And he will score again. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return is Hubbard. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That's complete. It's Lad McConkey. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, now Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. 25-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watch out. Set. Go.
On the give, here's Hampton. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. That's Jack Jones in on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll send their tight end left. Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Let's go.
They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing is Herbert on foot. Back in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Wilson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. On first down, Herbert. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the Chargers.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Dicker is good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit.
Chargers 14. Cameron Dicker.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That one out wide to Achane. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First down, Miami.
Wilson to throw. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in their second quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Wilson. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now it's Wilson.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, man. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one complete to Washington. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
On play action, it's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Third and 6. Herbert to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts. A 14-yard touchdown pass. The Eagles are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks at home to take on Washington. And it's Sam Darnold. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Seahawks get the victory in the battle of unbeatens. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Cardinals quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Cardinals move to 2-1. They get the victory here. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return is Achane. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo. We'll start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He's tackled
It
at
is
the
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
That is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Right side hauled in by McConkey. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
24 yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Hampton. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Whitney Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Makes the score 35.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now Wilson. No chance at all. He'll go down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a give to H.M. And some space opens as he's brought down following that gain of 6.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Play action. Now, Wilson. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After
review the play. The ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for
After the touchdown, Myers is back to put this one away. To return is Hubbard. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Chargers offense and receiver Quentin Johnston set to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. They need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Lion.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down.
Here's Hampton. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Herbert fires quick. He's got Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 2.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch.
Oh, he's pinned behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. A run. This is Hampton. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll try again here.
No gain
Second
on the play.
and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Downfield, and it's Constant. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now it is first and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Trying the left side, and here's Hampton. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
It's a loss of one. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The throw here is complete.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll go. It's Hampton. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Wilson. A quick slant caught by Hill.
Wilson's pass.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll try to run for it. He is out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 24-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Agape Owe bursting in and recording the sack. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but he'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Williams in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
The Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again, Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go with Hampton. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Now Herbert. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert now on 1st down. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings us 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
McConkey in motion. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
The kick is good.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. That one out wide to Achane. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. This one complete to Washington. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to keep it himself. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now Wilson on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout finish. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. To return is Hubbard. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Motion man is Johnston. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Chargers.
Quick throw, pass by Johnston on the RPO. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
11 more yards.
Now Herbert again. Another catch there for Johnston. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, a run with Hampton. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. From the gun on third down, Herbert. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
On the ground, Hampton. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Quentin Johnston, touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really. It's a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Wilson lines up in the pistol. Rolling right. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13 yards pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return is Hubbard. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. He'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And the Chargers first down.
Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They send the tight end in motion.
1-yard line.
Hubbard, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Herbert. Now he'll run it. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Chargers first down.
Throwing, Herbert. That one, taken in. And McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. The Chargers are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Dolphins 52, Chargers 42.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. The shotgun, Wilson. His throw left side is complete. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. They get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And it's third down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Lion. Go. Hey,
They'll send a tight end in motion.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now, Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers.
Going on 1st down is Herbert. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Johnston the second. A gain of 9.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1.
Switch.
Herbert to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Set. Delta out.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
5-yard gain on the play.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Herbert. That is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Yards. That's another Chargers 1st down.
He'll hurry up to spike it with 13 seconds showing on the clock. On 2nd down, here's Herbert to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Throwing is Wilson. In trouble, and down he goes. Brian Burns. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. So a win here for the Dolphins. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.